Hey guys, wanted to do another math activity with you today. And when I was first thinking about doing this lesson, I was thinking that I was going to do it flat on my tabletop with maybe some goldfish crackers or some cereal because that's a way that you can do it at home. But then I also thought showing it up on my board might be a little bit easier for you guys to see and for me to record. So all I've done was taken my sticky notes and I cut out some heart shapes, so hopefully they stay stuck up there, and hopefully they show up good enough for you to see. So they're pink little hearts. I've started with 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you choose to practice this activity at home, you can use any of the things that I just mentioned. Goldfish, cereal, you could use Lego pieces, you could use Matchbox cards, you could use anything that you have, or you can use little paper pieces like this, or you could even do drawings on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper. So I decided to stick with 10 items, and what I'm going to do is try to find different combinations that together would equal a whole, okay? So part together would equal the whole. What I did was I wrote my numbers on these cards 2 through 10. I didn't do 1 because I thought that was pretty simple for us. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these cards up because I'm guessing they're still in order from when I had wrote them. And then I'm just going to kind of spread them out down here on the floor. You might be able to see, you might not. Oh, my phone keeps acting goofy. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a card, and then once I pick up that card, I'm going to have to use my little pictures or my pieces that I would be using at home on the table or wherever to make two different groups that would equal the number that's on my card. Okay, so the first number I picked up was the number 6, okay? So this is my whole is 6, okay? 6 is going to be the total, okay, equals 6. So blank plus blank equals 6. 6 is my whole. That's the total. That was the card that I pulled. Tuck that right up there. Okay, so I need to use 6 of my hearts. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 6 of them over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now when I did that, I've got my 6 hearts. Now my parts, if I left this just as I have it, my number sentence would be 6 plus, how many hearts are in here? None. And is that true? Sorry for my ugly 0. Does 6 plus 0 equal 6? Yes, it does, okay? Now, that one's really easy. So let's do something a little bit different and let's mix those numbers up. Okay, so I've got my 6 hearts here, but let's move some of them over here. And it really doesn't matter how many, it's up to you because we pulled 6 of them over. So maybe I wanted to do this. This part and this part together equal 6. So what if it was 3 plus 3 equals 6? Is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It equals 6. Yes, it is. Okay. And then that just shows us that 3 plus 3 also equals 6. If we wanted, we could keep a big list going down here with our 6 plus 0 equals 6 to show us all the different facts that match that sum, that total of 6, okay? Now I'm going to back up just a little bit. And when I moved those 6 hearts over, or 6 pieces over, the other thing that I could have done was just sat them here in the middle. Kind of weird working sideways, guys. I could have sat them here in the middle instead of separating them out from here. That might be a little bit easier for you to see for some of you and understand. You know, all of you guys understand things and learn it in different ways, so I like to show you different ways also. So I could place them here, and then from this spot I can decide how many I want to put here, how many I want to put here. And again, I want to try to do something different than what I just did to see another combination, another number sentence that will equal 6. So maybe I'm going to go 1, 2 over here, and maybe I'll put the rest over here. And then we'll figure out what that number sentence says and figure out if it's actually true. Okay, so how many do I have up top? 2 in the first part. How many is in the other part? 1, 2, 3, 4 is in the other part. And then 2 plus 4 equals, should equal 6, but let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it does. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this activity. I'll go ahead and grab another card, and then I'll bring my hearts over. And again, you can use any pieces at all that you have at home. If you're working on a flat surface, the things that you use are really unlimited. If I wanted, I could bring your cute faces down here. I might do that here in a second after I pick up my next. I'll do a couple more with the cards, and then I might pull your faces off of my board over here so I can use you munchkins. Okay, let's see what our next number is. Oh, the next number is 9, okay? So, how many hearts or how many pieces am I going to take? Oh, I better get rid of that 6. That's going to confuse us. I'm going to pull over 9 pieces, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that's how many pieces I'm going to use. I want to match them to my number on my card, and if you noticed, I still have one more left over there, but we're going to leave him over there because that would be 10, and we didn't pull the number 10 card. We pulled the number 9 card. Okay, so I've got my 9, and I'm going to separate them into the first part and into the second part. So it really does not matter how you separate them. You can group them however you'd like, as long as the total, the sum, still equals 9. And as long as we started with 9, we should be fine. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is our first part, plus what's in our second part? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 plus 5 equals, now it should be 9. Let's see if that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So if you're doing this activity at home, all you would need to do is write down some numbers on a piece of paper. Do 2 through 10, just like I did here. Give them to your kiddo. You can make this diagram on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard, whatever you have, and then give them items to use like I did my hearts, and then just have them record the number sentences that they come up with, and you can walk away and do something for yourself, and then maybe set them a timer or whatnot, and when you come back, check out their number sentences to see if they were done correctly, and if they moved through the activity okay. All right, kiddos, so I'm going to take that number 9 away. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to flip the layout of the number sentence, because different math problems that we see in different areas and different components of our testing, they like to flip it up on us, switch it up on us, just to keep us on our toes and make sure that we fully understand the process and what those symbols mean, the plus and the equals, okay? So sometimes the number sentence will look like this: blank equals blank plus blank. Okay, so they flip it, where before I had part equals the sum. So now I'd have the sum equals part, okay? So they just flipped it around. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, this time I have the number 3. So my whole is 3. That's the sum, the total, the whole. We call it all different things, so I just like to kind of address it in all the different ways. So here it is. 3, the total, is equal to blank plus blank. So these two parts are now going to come over here. Okay, it still means the same thing if it were flipped the other way, and I'll show you that in one sec. So 1, 2, 3, Those are my pieces for my whole, and I've got to separate them over here into the parts. So I could go like this, and then my number sentence would say 3 equals 2 plus 1. Okay? Now what I was saying before, the other examples that I was doing, I showed you the parts first. So before I showed you 2 plus 1 equals 3. Okay, I showed you, and it's just showing it in a different way. It means the exact same thing. This symbol right here still means equal in both spots. This symbol right here still means plus in both spots. And we've also taught the kids that this equal sign means is. 3 is 2 plus 1. We've taught them that the plus signs, when you're talking words and understanding, the plus sign just means and. So if I were to read this, 3 is 2 and 1. 2 and 1 is 3. Okay, so it means the same thing. Just understanding what those symbols mean in our words so that we can solve story problems and different activities like this. All right, Munchkins, I'm going to bring down some of your faces. That'll be a fun one to do. I'll go ahead and do one with some kiddos. Okay, hopefully I'm not blocking the board when I'm doing this. Alright, my next card is, oh, I had 6 again. You know what? Let's try to get something different that we haven't used. Oh, 8. Alright, we've got Jaylani, but we need 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to grab my kiddos that I conferenced with today. 4, 5. Who else did I chat with? 6. Fix your tape back there, Mr. Patrick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more. 7, and I also conferenced with Avea today. Here's my 8. Okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is my 8. That is my sum, my total, my whole, the whole number. Now, I'm going to have to make these circles bigger because there is no way your cute little faces are going to fit in there. I might turn it into an oval. I'm just going to loop this way and I can finish it when I move you guys around. Okay. Marcella, we're dropping you low. Avea, get low. Kyler, go up. Patrick, go up. Abby, get low. Jaden, go up. Jaylani, we'll stick you there. Paisley, get low. Alright, Munchkins, so here's my 2 groups, my 2 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's one of my parts right here. Now, this is probably one of the harder things to do is when they see pieces like this and need to fill in the number sentence. Because a lot of times when they count the first group, they want to put it on the first line. So they really got to pay attention to their symbols, okay? So here's 8 is the whole. I'm going to go ahead and stick that there. 8 is equal to 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 students up top, 4 students down low is 8 altogether, okay? All right, Munchkins, I hope this was another way that you can practice adding at home with all kinds of different materials. And we will work on doing some more subtraction activities soon. Adios.